Hi, Davie here from DMC Fitness, Glasgow in Scotland, and today we're looking at an element of what I call my shoulder stability, shoulder conditioning series. So we're going to look at the kettlebell bottoms up press. Okay, I'll take the side view, so I want to use the mirror. So you can do this any way you want. You can do it standing, I prefer to do it sitting. I'm going to sit on my ankles, it's comfortable for my mobility. It's a kind of double whammy, I suppose. I'm getting some shoulder stability work, but I'm also getting some stretching into my ankles and the lower part of my legs. Okay, so I'm going to grip the kettlebell appropriately, and I'm going to do a rotational bottoms up kettlebell press. I'm going to do 15 of these. This is a 6 kilo dumbbell. I'm using this set as my priming set, so I'm priming the movement. It's not a work set, it's my warm-up set. And I'm also paying attention to how the shoulder complex is feeling as I'm doing these reps. And a really good strong grip as well. I'm focusing. The teaching point that I was given was, imagine it's a bucket of water. You do not want to spill the water. So you can follow the kettlebell if you want. I prefer to use a mirror, just so that I can see my arc, my pressing arc, my lines, and also how stable and unstable I am, depending on what you take. So I thought that was count because of coaching, so I'm going to do 5 more. I also like doing this kneeling as well, or on my knees, because you get a bit more core activation from it as well, because the legs aren't there to support and to be the foundation of the press. So you actually have to focus a wee bit more on your core. Again, I'm going to do 15 reps. Okay, so first set done, priming done, as I say, priming the movement, getting a wee bit of blood in there as well. This is like the very last exercise that I do in this sequence, and I will either then just finish the workout and I'll have done a full stability workout, or I'll use elements of this sequence as warm-up priming exercises to then be my segue into a kind of more comprehensive strength conditioning session or power session, just whatever I'm doing within my programme at that time. Shoulder health is really important. Shoulder stability is essential. So we have the philosophy here of mobilise, stabilise, strengthen and condition. So mobilise the area, stabilise the joint, strengthen the muscle and condition the limb. Mobilise, stabilise, strengthen, condition. Mobilise the area, stabilise the joint, strengthen the muscle, condition the limb. Okay, so I'm going to do an alternating seesaw, bottoms up press, a wee bit more advanced. Bring myself up onto my knees, bring the kettlebells up into position, and then sit back onto my ankles. Okay, I'm going to press, and I'm going to rotate. I'm going to keep this nice rhythm going. So 20 repetitions is the rep scheme that I like to use, and finishing on a wee bit of an isometric hold. Okay, so we're going to have a wee rest for a minute to a minute and a half, and then I'm going to do my very final set using the single 12. Aiming for somewhere between 6 and 12 repetitions, depending on fatigue. So how my body's feeling, my shoulders feeling will determine the rep scheme that I do. Sometimes I'm nice and fresh, and I feel nice and fresh and strong, and 12's easy with the 12. And on other days, I can kick in after 5 or 6 reps. So I'm giving myself a rep scheme between 6 to 12 reps to allow my performance to be in between those parameters. Okay, so put the dumbbell into position, put the kettlebell into position. Multi-muscular failure, that's when the set's over for me. So, like 5, I've been filming for a couple of hours as well, doing variations, so different variations from this, so the fatigue's kicking in. However, I will make the volume up. So, 12 reps in total, I've done 5 on my right. Let's see how my left performs. 6 on the left. Not that much difference. 6. Set complete on the right. Set complete. The left. Davie, DMC Fitness, Glasgow, Scotland. Today we'll be working on a kettlebell bottoms up press.